'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Oh, come sit next. Hi. Non-farm payroll today. What a day. And I'm doing a challenge. Whoop-de-doo. Let's roll the intro. We'll have a chat. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers and I am the Scruffy Trader. And this week it's day 4 of the London Breakout Challenge that I'm doing. If you haven't seen the others, have a look at days 1, 2 and 3, because it's had its moments this week, but it's also shown you that if you put a bit of thought into a strategy, you can make some good money from it. And in a second I'll jump on the screen and we'll do a little bit of a snapshot. And then after I've done the trade today, I'll come back and summarize what's going on. Because today is a strange day. And have I picked my weeks to do a challenge? But you guys asked me and I followed suit. So I couldn't pick this week. And it's one market, which is cable, pound versus the dollar. And it's the London Breakout. So here we are. The strategy itself has been adapted to slightly my way of trading. You know, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone because it's not exactly how I trade. But I'm not in this to lose money. And it is my money that's on the line. And what I said was, everything I make this week, I will put in a coffee fund and give to the Cuthbert's charity that I support. But if I lose, I will double it and put that in the pot. So if I lost £500, it will cost me £1,000. So I had an incentive for it to work. So what I did was I adapted one of my swing strategies that I use and put a few little flavors into the mix, and here we are. And it's paying off. I'm quite pleased. You know, so at the moment I'm sitting on a healthy profit, and hopefully, unless I screw it up today and tomorrow, it'll stay in profit. But today is wildcard day. See, non-farm payroll is not something you want to be trading unless you know what you're doing. So I set a few parameters into this, whereby I want to be either risk-free or in a position to well manage a trade come 1 o'clock this afternoon. Because when those gates open at 1:30, all merry hell can break loose. And I have got absolutely no gauge on what that news is going to bring this afternoon, because the markets are as weird as it gets. You know, it could be as flat as a pancake, or it could be a monster move, and anything in the middle. It's one of those days where it doesn't matter who you think you are, you ain't going to call it this afternoon. You know, it's going to be a tough call. So all you can do is prepare for the worst. And if you prepare for the worst, anything above that is a result. So that's what I'm going to do. And then tomorrow, I don't like trading on a Friday at the best of times. I will still carry on the challenge, but it'll be under similar rules as what I'm taking today, because on a Friday I like to be out of the markets by the open of New York at 2:30. So that's the game plan over the next couple of days. But I'll jump on the screen and we'll have a little summary of where we're up to. Then we'll run the trade, and then I'll come back to you and summarize at the end of the day. All right. So off we trot. I'll see you on the screens. Okay guys, so looks like we're coming into play
about now. Running on from yesterday, we still have 1, 2, 3 positions running in excess of £300 for the running trades, and that was one of the ideas of this strategy, is to build up positions, hit and run with some, but let others continue. And here they are. And the idea of these continuation runners is, if something goes drastically wrong, you're building up a bank of money to pay off any losses. So the overall week should end up profitable. Yes, we had a good run over the last couple of days. If I drop this onto an hour, you can see, well, that was about as good a move as you're going to get. That was lovely, and it is still going. So Langers is a happy boy. Just drop that back down over here. Tighten this up because I'm just waiting for this to come into a level to open up today's trades, which looks like it's going to be on the upside. But as you can see, this little candle here is telling me it's coming down into this area of interest, which is what I want. And then we're going to see which way it breaks once it comes back into here. Okay, scores on the doors for the week are pretty healthy. So here we are. Just move my little bobble head out of the way a little bit. Didn't do anything on the Monday, but the running total for the week is £506.65 in profit. And as I said, I will donate every penny that I make this week on this strategy into the coffee fund. And if it loses, I will double that loss and then donate that into the coffee funds. So I have a very good incentive to make this work, which is why I've tweaked it slightly, because the standard settings, it's just a coin toss and that's no good. But if you feel obliged to help, there's a link below. Any donation that goes in this week, I will match on Saturday morning and add to the pot. Okay, and in return, anything over a £5, I'll send you this sheet so you can work out your wage calculator, that sort of thing. Okay, and with that, I'm going to jump back on the charts. I'm going to enjoy another coffee because it's 20 to 8 in the morning and I've been sitting here for an hour, and we'll speed it up and see how the day gets on. And just while we're talking, you can see that's forming, it's pushing down, which is exactly what I'm after this morning. So happy days. All right, so let's speed it up, play it out, and I'll come back to you at the end and have a little chat. Today is wildcard day, so I wish you well if you're trading the non-farm payrolls. And while we're talking of non-farm payrolls, one of the plans today is to be in and out by 1 o'clock. I do not like carrying trades into a non-farm payroll unless they are risk-free or in a position that's incredibly well managed. And the well-managed ones, I really don't want to be there either. It's just if you get caught short and you have to, my finger will be on the trigger, because if this is going dramatically wrong, they will be killed off. The moves are too big and it's something I don't want to be caught in. So let's see how we go, and we'll see what non-farm payroll brings today. Hopefully some good luck. All right, so enjoy the coffee and I'll see you on the other side.
Okay guys, so like I say, I have a little bit of a recap of what's gone on. Still enjoying my coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, and I've needed it today. But as I said, it's ended well. But let's have a look and see how well. Right. This is my master sheet where I keep all my running totals. Just move my bobble head so you can see what that is. I've adapted this ever so slightly. And the reason I've adapted it is because I've got a number of questions saying, oh, I can't understand how it works. Well, the idea was just to show a running total of what was going on, but they want to know how many positions I had out, God knows what. So here we go. This is how I've worked this sheet. New positions opened each day. So I opened 6 positions on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, 5 Wednesday, 5 Thursday. They're the positions that opened. On Monday, I part closed none of them, and I ran all 6 overnight. Tuesday, I part closed none of them. I ran 1 overnight, meaning all 10 cashed out with the 11th, because 6 and 5 is 11, running overnight. I part closed 2 positions on the Wednesday, so I took half off 2 of them and let the others continue, which left 3 positions running overnight. Came in this morning to another 5 positions open plus the 3 that was running, making 8 positions for today, and they've all cashed out, every single one of them. So going into Friday is a clean sheet. We haven't lost a trade this week, and the profit is this currently, £905. I can live with that, and it's all on a small position size. Each position, initial position that is, started at £1 a point. So if you were going to open up multiple positions and you can only afford £1 a point in your brokerage, it would be 20p each. Because the one thing that seems to be questioned all the time is, oh, I can't afford to trade this, I can't afford to trade that. It's got nothing to do with money. When you're trading, if you're looking at the money all the time, pack in and go get a job in Tesco's, because you will never ever succeed, because you're constantly chasing the dragon. And as you know, you chase a dragon, it's going to turn around and burn you. How can you tell? I was watching Game of Thrones last night. Dear. I do like all of that. It's the child in me, but Darth Vader is still number 1. So when you're looking at trading, guys, please stop looking at the money and thinking you're going to be the Wolf of Wall Street. Look at the process. If you get the process correct, the money will look after itself. If you chase the money, you will never get the process right, and you will constantly fail. And having spoke to God knows how many people, the story is always the same. Nobody looks at trading as a process. They all look at it, I want the money. Show me the money. I've seen it. I saw the green Lamborghini guy. And you know them, these tits.
You ding dong!
Give it to me again.
You ding dong!
Oh, make it stop!
Had to get one in. But they're constantly falling for this garbage. And it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of discipline to be a trader. And one of the disciplines is not looking at the money. You know, look at the process and trade the process. If you want to be successful, one of the easiest ways
is actually dial your position size down, protect your account, and have multiple positions rather than throwing everything into one position thinking it's going to be the one. Because inevitably that one position you've thrown everything into is not the one, and it burns you, you know. So dial your position sizes down and trade carefully and selectively, you know. And this challenge, I didn't have the luxury of being selective. I called it out a few days before I took it on that it'll be one chart, cable, and I will trade one premise, a breakout, and I will adapt that breakout to current conditions, which I've done. And it's simple. It's based on a range and a midpoint. There's your proof. But I stuck to my guns and I stuck to my plan. I kept my stops where I said I would keep them, which is 1.5 times the daily ATR. I moved into the boxes as and when the train was rocking, and it's paid off on a very small position size. So all I can do is show you what I do. Okay. So great day, considering it was non-farm payroll day, and anything could happen. I don't like trading on a Friday, as anybody who watches the videos knows, but I'll still be trading tomorrow. And the principle will be the same as today. I want to be in and out of the markets by 1 o'clock. So if there's any runners going, come 1, 2 o'clock, I'll be looking to close them down and be done for the week. And unless I catastrophically screw it up tomorrow, it's going to end the week in profit. And then on Saturday, I'll do a final summary of it. So great. Been a great day. Non-farm could have been better. It was very strange today, but that's trading. Nobody knows the future. Certainly not me, and certainly not this silly old crone. Sorry. I just like to break it up a little bit once in a while. So there you go. So I'm going to leave it there. And remember, guys, do what you love. Money will follow. See you all in the next one.